Have you ever experienced times when you felt you could not breathe due to panic? Anxiety can present in different shapes and forms. Today, let's talk about a different presentation of anxiety, panic disorder. I want you to be able to recognize symptoms if you are experiencing them yourself, and if not, be able to recognize, empathize, and support those who may be experiencing this. Imagine Amit, a young, charismatic 20-year-old who came for help because he was experiencing recurrent, unexpected panic attacks. They were not restricted to any particular stimuli or situation. He described discrete episodes of intense fear or apprehension accompanied by the rapid and concurrent onset of several bodily sensations like palpitations, increased heart rate, sweating, trembling, shortness of breath, chest pain, dizziness, lightheadedness, chills, hot flushes, and fear of imminent death. Now, this experience had come completely out of the blue. He could not identify a trigger, and he worried what people might think if he told anyone. Because he did not know what caused these episodes, he also had a persistent concern that the attacks would return. He worried, am I having a heart attack? Even when he was not experiencing a panic attack, he was worried he might get one. Now, this was a very tough situation for him. He felt so scared, he felt so alone. He tried his level best to avoid their recurrence. He would leave events when he felt uncomfortable. But this also caused a significant impairment to his social life, more so at university. He told me that he had multiple investigations for his physical health. They were all normal, and he was not drinking alcohol or using recreational substances. So what is going on here? Type your comments in the comment box if you have a view. Understanding what one is going through and what options are available to manage the symptoms feel really empowering. Now you know that we often use the International Classification of Diseases for diagnosis. So here are the key features of panic disorder that will help you understand if you are experiencing this condition. Panic disorder is characterized by recurrent panic attacks, which are discrete episodes of intense fear or apprehension with the rapid and concurrent onset of several characteristic symptoms like palpitations or increased heart rate, sweating, trembling, sensations of shortness of breath, feeling of choking, chest pain, nausea, or abdominal distress. Some may feel dizzy or lightheaded, chills, hot flushes, tingling, lack of sensation in extremities, fear of losing control, or even thinking, oh, I might be going mad. Some feel a fear of imminent death. Panic attacks are common and can occur to any one of us, particularly in response to anxiety-provoking life events. Panic attacks, when they occur in response to real threats to an individual's physical or psychological integrity, are considered part of a normal response. As an example, they can occur before public speaking or if there is a real threat to our physical being. So, for the diagnosis of panic disorder, it is required that at least some of the panic attacks are unexpected and seem to arise out of the blue. It is also required that panic attacks are followed by persistent concern or worry, for example, for several weeks about their recurrence or their perceived nature, just like Amit felt he was having a heart attack. He also engaged in behaviors intended to avoid their recurrence, like only leaving the home with a friend so that he could feel safe. And of course, there should be no other reason that can explain their occurrence, like medication or alcohol. Amit told me that his individual panic attacks usually only lasted for minutes, though some lasted longer. The frequency and severity of panic attacks varied widely, from many times a day to a few per month. He also described that his panic attacks were becoming more expected over time. Now, he gave me an example that might help. He had an unexpected panic attack when crossing a road. but subsequently he became anxious when crossing roads, which were then leading to expected panic attacks in response to roads. So now that you completely understand what a panic disorder is, I want you to know that various changes occur in the brain for this response to a perceived threat. And if you want to understand in detail how the brain responds to a threat, watch my video on how the brain copes with anxiety. I want you to do this exercise today. If you're experiencing any of the symptoms I have discussed, start a diary and note. Number 1, are you experiencing panic attacks? What are your symptoms? Number 2, are they unexpected or in response to certain stimuli? Number 3, is anything causing them? Number 4, what impact do they have on your day-to-day life and functioning? Remember, as per all of my videos, awareness and understanding is only step 1. Should you not feel better by understanding, you may benefit from educational groups or guided self-help. But if you find that the symptoms are really affecting your day-to-day activities, you need to seek help from professionals. Watch my next video here, and if you want to learn more on how to live a more fulfilled life, subscribe to my channel here. And of course, if you have learned something useful, like it, share it, tell it to all the people you know. Thank you for watching.